Oh, good Sunday morning to everybody at home. We are tracking a line of storms that's pushing through some of our more eastern counties, and obviously we're tracking that big heat wave. It's looking like today, we're going to hold off on some of the records we'll highlight here in a second, but we'll wait for a few more people to come on in. Again, welcome. This is a little special report that we're doing on this Sunday morning. It is 10:04. Thank you all for welcome us into your homes, and we're going to be talking about some flash flood warnings that are right now in effect. So heavy rainfall amounts, those totals, and then also that heat wave that's going to be coming up. So we're going to transition to the computer right here, and you should now be seeing this big dome of high pressure now that's overhead. You can see these showers and storms that are outlining the entire ridge setup going on right now. Let's zoom on in and show you currently what's happening as far as satellite and radar. There's a low pressure off towards the north and a stationary boundary, as well as a warm front. Now, this warm front lifted north yesterday, that you can see by the arrow. That's why we're so humid today. And then there's this line of storms, and that's gradually now shifting off further towards the east. And you can see kicking up a whole bunch of cloud coverage right here. I'm going to see if this will work here. We'll pull up our Pottsville camera. You can see right now, you should be able to see the Pottsville camera. Just some sun peeking out of the clouds right now. Let's also pull up our Wilkes-Barre camera. Yeah, you can see it kind of looks a little hazy out there, but just some clouds kicking up right now, and that's why we are only in the 70s. If it wasn't for these clouds, we'd already be soaring into the 80s at this hour. So here's that line of storms. A lot of lightning strikes going on with this system right now. Again, with that white showing that cloud coverage. Let's zoom in and show you where the current flood warnings are. Let me show you. Currently in effect for Susquehanna County, a flash flood warning that expires here in 2.5 hours. So we'll be dealing with that. Wayne County, flash flood warning also expires at 2:15, and these counties go up into Delaware County, up into New York as well. So this does not include Lackawanna County just yet, or Wyoming County, or Luzerne County just yet. Let's show you where these showers are and storms. Notice these heavy red colors. These are real downpours. You do not want to be venturing out in here. I'm going to go from the top of the line towards Susquehanna County, Montrose, Factoryville, about to see this downpour push in. Notice these lightning bolts as well. So very, very heavy rainfall about to push through the Springbrook community. Even here in our backyard, the Troop area. Oh, so I apologize. Okay, I just got informed that I wasn't checking the radar, but so I'll do it again. I apologize. So there's a big line of storms that is currently pushing in through our more eastern counties. Susquehanna County, Montrose, seeing a heavy downpour. Factoryville, also seeing this heavy rain push in right now. The Troop area, you're just about to see this rain push in. These storms are heading mainly from the eastward direction, more southwest here over the last 30 minutes. So here's a loop just over the last 30 minutes. I can see this line of storms pressing further to the south. So Troop, Carbondale, now you're seeing the rain. Forest City as well, you're seeing the rain, but Scranton, especially nearby Scranton to South Scranton, off towards the Taylor community, further off towards the south, about to see this push in. Even Pittston, I would say in about 30 minutes for Pittston, Springbrook community, you are just about to see this downpour. And there's lightning strikes along with it, so if you're hearing thunder right now, remember, stay indoors because you don't want to be caught in all this, even if it's just the rainfall, lightning as well. Madison community, Mount Cobb, seeing this. It's right now over the Montage Mountain area as well as the airport. Now let's venture down 380. Tobyhanna, seeing this rain right now over to the Poconos, Mount Pocono, yes, where the race is happening. Unfortunately, this rain is now, I'll loop it back and show you where it's currently coming in. Mount Pocono, continue to see this rainfall even back towards the north. So if you plan on heading out there, give it about an hour or two more as this line will continue to press south over Mount Pocono here coming up. Stroudsburg, not as heavy right now, but it should pick up here in about the next 30 minutes. Eldred, seeing light rain pushing south into Carbon County and Pike County. continuing to see the rain push in throughout the rest of this mid-morning, I guess you would say. So if you are venturing out to church, have an early morning church service, this is something we'll continue to have to deal with. I'm going to throw it in a loop right here so you can see. This is just over the last 30 minutes, so you can kind of get the general trajectory of it. Wilkes-Barre, it's going to be about another probably hour or two until this comes, but I am expecting this line of storms to weaken as it moves off towards the south. Let's talk about those rain totals. Currently, what we are seeing, I'm going to do this live and show you. I'm going to show you currently, producer, what's going on. Is everything okay? Oh, the push alert just went out. All right, sweet. So more people can view currently what's going on. So let's take a look at those rain totals off towards. I'm going to zoom in towards Wayne County because they're seeing some significant rain total amounts. Storuca, it was raining earlier for you, 2 inches towards Pleasant Mount, 1.5 inches of rain. Honesdale, 0.5, but I'm expecting that number to go up as the latest numbers come in. But northern portions of Waynes County, 1.5 inches of rain, and then Susquehanna County, again towards Montrose. Right now it's saying 0.1 inches, but I'm expecting that number to bump up. So all this rainfall that's already fell, that's heading off now further towards the south. So these totals here are expected to shift and accumulate more towards the south. Factoryville, that includes you, and most of Lackawanna County may get about 1 inch of rain. That includes the Springbrook area, even Mount Pocono, so far into the morning hours. Let me show you what we're expecting throughout the rest of the mid-morning. Now, this is just one model here, so it doesn't pick up exactly where the rainfall is, but it'll give us a good idea. So that rain pushing south, clearing at about 1:30 to 2:30, and notice the clouds that continue to stick around here, and that will keep highs at bay today. And then clearing for the evening. So I'm not expecting anything this evening, just a mid-morning lasting into the early afternoon type deal. And let me show you once again where these showers are on the wide scale. So they started up in New York, and you can see now pressing off further towards the south. In fact, western Pennsylvania is cloud-free, while us in northeast Pennsylvania are seeing that clouds, even south towards parts of the Lehigh Valley and New Jersey as well, seeing that heavy rainfall push in. Again, this line is expected to weaken over the next hour or so. So if you are towards the Wilkes-Barre area, that's when the line will really begin to start weakening. But expect a rain arrival here coming up in about 30 minutes. And that includes just north. If you're in the Taylor community, expect about 15 to 20 minutes. Pittston, similar. Dallas, a similar timing as well. At about 11 o'clock, that's when these showers should push in. Glen Summit, more like 30 to 40 minutes, and Springbrook, this is on top of you right now. Now, if you are towards like Cumming County, I do think you'll stay mostly dry today, as the line will stay mostly off towards our more eastern areas here. I'll highlight. I'm expecting Williamsport, Trout Run, Lewisburg to stay mostly dry today, an off chance of a sprinkle here this afternoon, but this rainfall is mainly for along 81 and then further off towards the east right now. So I'm hearing that there's a Pride Fest going on at 12 at noon. Is that correct? Yeah, so around noon, that is looking like we could see some sprinkles of rainfall going on. So let me show you currently, again, what radar is looking like right now. I'll shift it over towards us. This heavy downpour rainfall. One thing I will say, you do not want to be driving. If you are planning on heading down 81, this is not really the time. I'd give it about an hour or so, at least for the rainfall to lighten up. It still may be, you're still seeing rainfall on the back side of this. It will see some rain push in along 81 into the Wilkes-Barre area over the next 30 minutes to an hour. It should be wrapping up, I do think, around 12 to 1, although that may last a little bit longer. So if you are headed out to the festival, do pack that umbrella and be the smart one. Pack the umbrella, the raincoat, stay dry, and maybe a pair of boots as well. So again, rainfall pushing through this morning. It's lightening up on the back side of it. heaviest rainfall now pushing through the Scranton area north towards the Troop community. Dunmore currently seeing rain, and then Factoryville as well, seeing some heavy rainfall. You're probably hearing it on your roof if the volume is not high enough here, but you are definitely hearing that rain push in. And then Mount Pocono, obviously for the event, seeing rain. There's a chance that we could see a gusty storm here or there. Right now, a level 2 out of 5 risk that's still in effect. The main thing is high winds, and really flooding is the main concern here, as we see some accumulations up to 1 to 1.5 inches of rainfall. Now I'll see if I can pull up here the rainfall totals. I'm going to find this graphic for you real quick. I think this should give us an idea of how high the rain totals will get. And again, this will load in a bit slowly here, so we'll give this a second to load to see if this specific graphic wants to cooperate with me today or not. I don't want to show this for too long if it's not really showing anything. This will take a second into load, so I'll show you this maybe in a minute to see if we have a better idea of the rain totals. Those temperatures today, since areas further off towards the west won't be seeing as much clouds and rain, notice how they start climbing into the low to mid 90s even possible. Maybe Williamsport 96, Mill Hall 94, State College 92, but notice how Scranton only gets to mid upper 80s, Forest City 80 degrees, Lakeville 84, Mount Pocono 90 may be a little bit too ambitious for your high, but still not as warm as areas further towards the west. Frackville 92. Most of us have not seen 90 degrees just yet. Scranton, the warmest temperature we've seen is 88 degrees, looking like around 88 to 90 is a fair thing to say with today's highs. If you're going out to the raceway, again, I would hold off for about an hour or two to see the rain lighten up a bit. They're probably not going to be doing a lot of racing if it is rainy here. 2 o'clock is the race start, so again, you don't even probably want to be out there until that time, until the race starts, but I know people like doing their pre-race festivities, things like that. Again, today, cloudy with storms possible. Now storms are likely. I made this earlier. Storms are currently going on. I made this earlier. A little trophy to show you. Hopefully your favorite racer wins today. I know a lot of people, it's a big event that people are very much looking forward to. Don't expect many high temperatures to be broken today. We adjusted our high today in Scranton down to about 90 to 91, so ignore the forecast high there, but really 90, 91. The record being 93 degrees, set back in 1988. Williamsport forecasting a high in 96, with the record being 97 degrees, also set back in 1988. And Mount Pocono, to raise the record, is 90. We'll see if you get there, but that clouds in that range should limit highs a bit right now. Let's actually take a look at currently where temperatures are at, and I bet what we'd see here is areas further off towards the west are a bit warmer. Yeah, see Franklin, Erie in the 80s, rain-cooled spots. Mount Pocono now 66, so a lot of work to get done in order to get to the 90-degree mark. So Mount Pocono, I do think it's safe to say you'll stay in the 80s today, not set that record, but I'm pretty sure you don't mind it as long as the rain is not going on. Hazelton right now, 75 in Avoca. Now, before we leave, I want to show you the next story that we'll be tracking here. It's that warm weather. You can see that today, although temperatures will be limited to the 80s because of some rainfall, off to the south, they'll be in the 90s today. And then tomorrow morning, we'll start off in the lower 70s, similar to today. But then in the afternoon, temperatures are going to skyrocket, mid-90s tomorrow. So that's when we'll really see that heat and that hot build in. Philadelphia, New York. If you're planning on to beat the heat somewhere, Philadelphia and New York is not going to be the place. Most of the Northeast seeing temperatures in the mid to even potentially upper 90s, and then similar case on Tuesday with a chance, albeit very slight, for a cooling shower. You can see those temperatures. Philadelphia and New York, triple digits. That would actually be the first time they get triple digits in 10 years. Philadelphia, the last time they reached triple digits was 2012. New York was 2011, and then for Scranton, it's been 3 decades. The last time was 1995, where the temperature read triple digits. I'm not expecting that to happen. Just a little fun fact if you want to share with your friends at home. Scranton has not seen 100 since 1995, and then Williamsport hasn't seen 100 since 2020, so it's a bit more recent than that. So the next little recap, just before we head to the 7-day, recap a little bit. The temperatures over the next few hours warming up into the middle upper 80s, may touch 90 for some. is in the Lackawanna Valley. More warm temperatures, more so for the more warm temperatures though for central PA and all further towards the west. So I'll leave you with that 7-day. Before we wrap it up, next 3 days, weather impact alerts. High today, touching 90. Monday, Tuesday, getting into the mid-upper 90s. That's more confident forecast that we'll see temperatures in the mid to upper 90s on Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, the big story over the next few days will be that hot weather, upper 90s, but feeling like the triple digits. So it's not over yet. This is just the beginning. Make sure those air conditioners are working. Make sure you get those ice cubes all fired up and ready to go, just in case you cool yourself off down that way. And yeah, so thank you guys, everybody, for tuning in. Although we had some technical difficulties, we do have that line again. That line of showers continuing to pass in. And remember, stay safe. Don't drive in any flooded roads today.